Welcome back, Mark's Garage Channel. Red truck still isn't running. Back on the door. I know I jump around between the door, the fender, the cab corners, the floor panels. I haven't finished anything, and I'm into everything. But I want to try to get this door stripped. I started stripping it. I got a new wheel for my grinder. And I'm going to show you that in a little while. But first, before I start stripping, I think I want to get this handle off. That's the last piece of hardware that's on the door itself. I think I want to make that go away next. It looks like start out with these 3 screws, and maybe there's something else I'm missing. I don't see anything else to get it off. So let me start there and see what happens. One screw there is giving me a little trouble. This one here, can't seem to turn it. So I'm going to try to get my impact driver. See if I could, hammer that in and get it to spin a little bit. Let me give that a shot. Yeah, so a few taps with that tool loosened it right up. It's coming out now with the screwdriver. I'm doing this left-handed. But yeah, it's turning. So let me get those out, get that piece off, and see if the handle will come off after that. Well, my Harbor Freight flashlight just died. Won't hold the charger anymore. But this one screw's fighting me. There's another one back here. It's kind of at an angle. I don't know if you can see it, but it came loose. So down to one screw, I can get that handle off. See, the handle's still hanging on there. And I'll show you the inside of the strike. A lot of rust on there. Probably have to soak that in something. You know what? I forgot that I had a gallon of. I forgot what the product is. I gotta go buy another gallon. I used it all on the 47, so guess it's another trip to the internet for me. I do too much shopping and not enough work lately. So let me see if I get this screw out. I'm gonna hit the torch and give it a little heat and see what happens. These are the new discs I got. Put one on my 4.5-inch grinder. I tried one last week. I just bought a single one for my, I think, Harbor Freight. It worked pretty good on the front side of the door. The door's not finished. I gotta flip it over. But I want to get this door stripped down completely, and hopefully I get enough weather, good weather, that I could spray it with the brown Rust-Oleum Direct to Rust primer. And that's, what I'm using for a base primer. So let me get this thing set up and get to stripping. I figured I'd do some voiceover here instead of making you guys listen to the grinder whining as I hit this paint with this new polishing disc. I don't think I mentioned it in the video earlier. I bought a shrinking disc as well. I'm not really sure how to use it, but I got some oil canning, and I think that's how you fix it. I'm going to look that up on the internet later as well. So I am impressed with how this comes out. I mean, it takes the paint right off. Look, orange, green. There must be primer under that too, I would imagine. I don't know how they made these trucks back in '56, but I'm sure they didn't go direct paint to the bare metal. But yeah, it's coming out good. It's time consuming. You can see this is a little rough because it's got some corrosion, but it's doing well. It's just going to take time. I don't know if I'm going to film myself doing it, but it's got to get done. So I'm gonna spend about an hour on this because I'll get bored after an hour, I'll tell you that. So let me just keep going, and I'll see if I can show you the results. What bothers me is I won't be able to put primer on it today, so I'll probably come back and lightly sand it or treat it with something before I put the primer on, if I let it sit for a week. So this is about 15 or 20 minutes, me bending over this thing, grinding away at it. Not making a lot of progress in my book, but, it takes time, I guess. Problem is hurting my back, leaning over like this. So I might try tipping it up and doing it in a different direction. So you see I've still got a lot of welding to do on the bottom of the door. Got to get that all straightened out. So, and then I got to patch this hole here. So still a lot to do on this door, but I feel like I'm making some progress. Stuff like this before I get over there. this rubber bumper, which is hard plastic now. It's, you know, it's not soft anymore. I've got to get that out of there. And I'm still looking for the, whatever the inner molding is that goes here on both sides, along with windows and doors. I should probably just buy another cab from like the Kansas or something. Just buy a donor cab. Anything in New England's going to be rusted to heck. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Wow. That's what a naked door looks like. I just stripped all the paint off the outside of this door. And you see all these pock marks? Those are all low spots. Probably, I don't know what happened to this door, but hailstorm sideways, who knows? But you can see in here, this is where this was a huge amount of Bondo, and I'm thinking under the Bondo maybe got like moisture, and that's why it's kind of got that discoloration, like it was rusted or a surface rust. But I go up here, got a little Bondo left there. Must be a pretty good sized dent right there. But just to get oriented, that's the top of the door. And these are the old holes for the factory mirrors, I'm guessing. And instead of welding them shut, they just filled them with Bondo, which is the wrong thing to do, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, just going around, got all sorts of low spots. They're gonna have to get filled, or I've seen guys on the internet with the they use like a purple dye and a dent puller, the Vivor dent puller that welds like a spot welder, and they make these doors surfaces perfect. I don't think I could do that, even if I had the right tool. That's a I want to say very skillful work. But I'm looking here, I see a long line here that's low. I got this line here. Now I welded pieces to this and pulled it forever with my slide hammer, and this dent did not move. And getting behind there and hammer it out ain't gonna happen, so I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do there. I might try it again and heat the metal up and pull it. I think that's that might soften it up enough to pull. Anyways, I want to get a coat of primer on this sooner than later, because I don't want to get surface rust growing on it. But I still have to flip it over and do the whole other side, and of course the ends. But most of the orange is gone. That's a big accomplishment in my book. And just leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Well, there it is, primed with the Rust-Oleum primer. But you could just see dent. If you sand over here, you can kind of see this is curved in, which I think I pointed out earlier when I had the door hung that this was in. So this has got to be pulled out a little bit. I'm gonna probably have to skim coat this entire door because there's just so many pings in it. I mean, I can hammer out some of this stuff, but a lot of it you just can't get to it. Maybe those Vivor spot welder dent puller things, they're like $210 delivered, I think. I might invest in one. I mean, it might be fun to try it. I just don't think I'm going to get the results that other people get when they use them. I think that's what's going to end up happening, is I'm not going to be satisfied with the results. I don't think it has the strength to pull out this dent down here, this big line. But then again, I might end up stripping all this primer off again, and just, I mean, I can just see all these spots. I don't know if it's picked up on the camera, but you know, it looks like somebody hit that with a hammer about 15 or 20 times. It's all, you know, banged up, and then there's spots over there. There's a lot of work to be done to this door. And of course, we haven't even gotten to this side of the cab for corners and columns and posts and whatever else needs to be done. So I'm just working one side at a time. I'm looking over there, and I got to get over there and put that patch panel back in. Remember, I had it welded in, and I took it out. I don't remember why I took it out. I did something wrong. I had to redo it. Maybe tomorrow I'll weld that back in. Well, anyways, thanks again for watching. Appreciate it. Take care.